Tinubu's new tax reforms might make food cheaper in 2026. How? It's thanks to something called a zero-rated VAT. To put it simply, a zero-rated VAT is like a tax exemption pro max. Let's use bread as an example. Basic tax exemption on bread means that the bakery won't charge you VAT when you buy the bread. So the bread purchase itself is VAT-free. But with a zero-rated VAT, the entire process of making and selling the bread is VAT-free. So it should make bread cheaper in 2026.
What we have done now is we've turned into zero rates. What's the difference? When you are selling the water, charge VAT at 0%, which is still no VAT. But any VAT you have incurred in producing the water, government will refund it to you. This is a world of difference. Okay? So this explanation I just gave you now applies to even bread. The person selling bread has a bakery. They pay a lot of VAT. Before now, they could not claim their VAT back. Under the new regime, they'll get their VAT refunded.
Which means that the bakery will compile all the VAT it paid on new bakery equipment, packaging materials, electricity and water costs, and the cost of transporting the bread to the point of sale, then submit those documents to the government and receive a full VAT refund within 30 days. But the big question is, will the bakery pass that cost reduction to the final consumer, or will they keep the extra cash for themselves as extra profits? Historical data shows that Nigerian businesses are more likely to see tax reductions like this as an opportunity to boost their profits or reduce their operating costs. Let's use bread as an example. In July of 2024, the Tinubu administration approved a 150-day duty-free window for importers of maize, husked brown rice, and wheat. The government is said to have forfeited about 188 billion naira in import duty fees to reduce the price of food. So it was basically a 188 billion naira subsidy on food. Just 2 months later, on August 15, the Association of Master Bakers and Caterers of Nigeria came out to protest the continued rise in the price of food. They accused the flour millers of benefiting from the subsidy but still increasing the price of flour. There were 2 things involved according to my data. The flour millers saw the subsidy as a gift from God to help them boost their profits. But it's more likely that the flour millers were dealing with an increase in expenses from other sources, which made reducing the cost of flour impossible. The data leads me to conclude that implementation on a broader level will determine if this zero-rated VAT will actually have an impact on the price of food or not. While the reforms are well-intentioned and commendable, Taiwo Oyedele and his team must never forget that success goes beyond removing VAT on food production. If the government is serious about fighting food inflation with these reforms, all the organs of government must work together to make it happen. Because you might remove the VAT itself, but if you don't enforce it to the most basic level, then the extra money might go towards buying a new car for Oga's madam instead. You might remove the VAT itself, but if one union wakes up one morning and decides Dangote must obey, and the price of diesel increases by 200 naira for a bakery that has to run generators 24/7 because of poor power supply, your zero-rated VAT goes down the toilet. Overall, it's a good policy, but implementation will determine if it actually reduces the price of food in the markets or if it's just beautiful words on paper.